My name is Sarah Clark of Create Move Pilates, and today I'm here to share with you my video for the fourth trimester. So this video is a postnatal video designed for women who have been approved by their doctors to start working out again. So I repeat, you have to have been approved by your doctor in order to do this video post pregnancy. Okay, so make sure that you have been approved by your doctor. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna lie down on our backs with our knees bent, our feet flat on the floor, and in a neutral spine. We're gonna start by focusing on the breath because the breath is what connects us to our core. So we're gonna go ahead and just take some nice deep, easeful breathing and see if we can find a little bit of connection on the exhale. What I'd like you to do is take your two fingers and bring them to the front of the pelvis. There's kind of a pokey part at the front of the pelvis. You're going to dig right underneath those pokey bones. Not so much that it hurts, but just so you get a little feedback. Relax the shoulders. And again, the spine is in neutral. You're going to inhale through your nose. And on your exhale, you're going to breathe long, slow, and easeful out of the mouth, feeling the muscles underneath your fingers possibly plump up or even slide together a little bit. Okay? So I'm going to cue your breath to inhale for a certain count and then exhale for slightly longer. So just go ahead and close your eyes, relax, and see if you can find this connection here. I'm going to inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And inhale. 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move your fingers to the base of your rib cage, not at the width by your sides, but up towards the breastplate where the ribs start to come together and narrow a little bit. You're going to bring your fingers there. You're going to hold the spot gently, and on your exhale, you're going to feel the rib cage connect and drop back slightly. So I'm going to go ahead and cue this for you in the same way I just did. You're going to inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Open your eyes. Were you able to feel this connection here? That's your transverse abdominis, which gets really stretched out during pregnancy, kind of working its way back together and back towards your midline, okay? So that's a really important thing to be able to do from the bottom and at the top. And when you do your Pilates work, you should feel that connection in that way, sliding together from the bottom to the top, okay? Bring your hands down by your sides. I'm going to bring my arm out to the side. We're going to do a pelvic tilt. What I would like you to feel is that connection at the front of the hips deepening so much that your pelvis tilts towards your face and your low back hits the mat, okay? So you get this little tilt here. The hips don't lift off the mat, but you get this little tilt just drawn from the belly. You're going to inhale, release, and exhale. Feel the narrowing at the front of the hips, and then feel that little pelvic tilt start to happen. The low back lengthens, and this is actually like doing a little kegel, but with much more intention and body awareness. Exhaling to connect and tilt the pelvis. You're squeezing your glutes like crazy to make this happen. You need to feel those guys relax and feel this as a drawing in and up. All right? If this is your first movement since your pregnancy, since your labor, you're going to feel maybe a little more disconnected, and you might be like, I can't feel any of these things happening in my body, but you will if you give it a little time and you keep practicing, okay? So this is a moment of practice and reconnection with your body that just did something totally amazing, okay? Inhale to release and exhale to tilt. One more time. Inhale, release. Exhale to tilt. Now we're going to go up into a full bridge. This is how we're going to start our bridge. Then we'll lift our hips, and then we'll lift one bone at a time until we're in a nice long line from the shoulders to the knees. Let's go ahead and begin. Take an inhale. Exhale, tilt the pelvis, lift the hips, and curl up one bone at a time. At the top, you want to make sure you have that gentle connection between the rib cage like we were talking about, so that you feel your transverse abdominis, this muscle here, big muscle going all the way around, your corseting muscle, connecting from the bottom to the top. Inhale. On your exhale, lay the bones down one at a time, tilting the pelvis towards the face. We're going to do that 3 more times. Take an inhale. On your exhale, curl on up. Inhale at the top and exhale, roll down. So the main difference between this kind of bridge and a yoga bridge is that connection between the rib cage and that the feet are a little further away from your butt. Take an inhale. On your exhale, curl on up. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll down. One more time. Inhale and exhale, curl up. Inhale at the top and exhale, roll down. Now we're going to add a little something to the top of our bridge. You're going to inhale at the base and exhale, curl up. Inhale the hands up and then behind you. So the back of the hand is touching the floor behind your head. You're going to take an inhale. And on your exhale, you're going to roll down, keeping the arms reaching as long as you can. The second the arms start to float off the mat, you're going to bring the hands back to the hip. So the arms might start moving as you're rolling out of your bridge, okay? You're going to take an inhale. Exhale, curl up into your bridge. Inhale the hands up and back behind you. A nice stretch through the armpit, a nice stretch through your fascia. And then you're going to roll down one bone at a time. Tucking your tail and bringing those hands back to start when they start to float. Inhale, release, and exhale, curl up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, roll down. And one more time, inhale. So you can use your exhale to connect through the core as you curl up. Inhale the hands up and behind you. And exhale, roll down. returning the hands back to start. I'd like you to widen your legs on your mat. Bring your heels on the mat, the toes off the mat. So you're externally rotated with the knees in line with the shoulders. You're going to take an inhale, and on your exhale, you're going to curl up into a bridge. Inhale at the top, and exhale, roll down. Inhale at the base, and exhale, roll up. Inhale at the top, exhale, roll down. One more time. Bring your legs back together and roll over onto your side. You're going to use your bottom arm as if it's a pillow, resting your head on that arm, and you're going to bend your bottom leg into tabletop. So the knee is level or slightly lower than the hip, and the shin is coming out at a 90-degree angle. So the knee is bent at a 90-degree angle. You're going to take your top hand and place it on the mat in front of you, just the tips of the fingers so that you can keep your shoulder rolled open. You're going to point your top foot, really reaching out of that foot, maybe even getting a little lift in the side of the waist. The base of the rib cage stays heavy. You're going to inhale, lift that top leg up. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more time. Lift your leg up so it's in line with your top hip. Pull your toes towards your face, really reaching out of that heel. Give me small circles. Pause. Switch directions of your circles. Try to keep still reaching out of the heel, keeping this nice open space at the side of the waist. Pause here. Bend your top leg, setting it on top of your bottom leg. Bring your heels a little closer to your butt and open up the hips a little bit. So you're changing the position of your legs here. And then you're going to lift the feet up. You're going to keep the feet lifted and super glued together as you inhale, open your top leg, and exhale, close. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Keeping that reach of that hip and trying not to feel your back shorten, so that this is all work in the thigh and in the butt, okay? Not in the low back. Inhale, open, exhale, close for pelvic floor health. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. And go ahead and set the feet down and just roll over for the other side, or you can flip yourself over so that you can still see your screen. Using the bottom arm, that bicep as a pillow, bending the bottom leg into tabletop, straightening that top leg out, lining those hips up so they're nice and stacked with that little lift here and that length between the hip and the bottom of the rib. Your top foot's going to point as you inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Keep that hip reaching. Ooh, mine's having a tough time today. If you're okay with your balance, you can bring your hand to your top hip and kind of push it away from you, and then I'll give you some feedback on whether or not it's moving. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. 3 more. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. 1 more time. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Lift that leg up. Really pull the toes towards your face, reaching out of that heel. Give me small circles. Still trying to keep the hip and the torso stable. Pause. Switch directions of your circle. Pause. Set your top leg on top of your bottom leg. Bring your heels a little close to your butt and then open up the hips just a little bit. Lift your feet off of the mat and inhale, open the top leg. Exhale, close. Keep that top hip stable. Inhale, open. Exhale, closed. Again, this is for pelvic floor health, so the breath is important. We've got 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more time. From here, you're going to set your feet down and roll over to an all fours position with your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. You're then going to start hinging back and forth. Inhaling as you reach your sit bones towards your heels, okay? Feeling the sit bones widen, the pelvic floor widen. And then exhale as you hinge and send your weight on your arms. Just a little plank moment there. And then inhale back. And exhale forward. Find a nice centered position with the weight equally on the hands and the knees. And then you're going to inhale and let your belly hang towards the floor. Exhale, lift it up. Try to keep the low back stable. This is just a core connection, just a core exercise. Inhale, let it hang. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, let it hang. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, let it hang. Exhale, lift it up and extend your left leg behind you, tucking your toes, reaching out of that heel for a nice hamstring / calf stretch. And then you're going to let your belly hang, inhaling. Exhale, lift it up. Getting slightly more oblique work. Inhale, let it hang. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, let it hang. Exhale, lift it up. 1 more time. Inhale, let it hang, letting it loose, letting your abs stretch a tiny bit. Exhale, lift it up. Bend the knee back underneath you. Inhale, let the belly hang. Exhale, lift it up. Extend the right leg. Tuck those toes, reaching out of the heels for a little bit of a stretch. You're going to inhale, let the belly hang. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, let it hang. Exhale, lift it up. 3 more breaths, just like that. Nice relaxed jaw, relaxed throat. One last time. And bring that knee right back underneath you, making sure that your weight is nice and even. From here, you're going to keep the navel lifted to the spine as you reach your right arm out in front of you, your left leg behind you. And set the limbs down. And to the other side, extending, reaching out of the fingers and toes. Keeping the hips level. Set the limbs down. And to the other side, exhaling to extend. Inhale to set it down. Exhale to extend. Inhale, set it down. Exhale to extend. Inhale, set it down. Other side. And then set the limbs down. All right, from here, if you'd like, you can push yourself back into a child's pose, just to take one last little breath, thanking yourself and your body for everything that has done for you, everything that has gifted you. And being ready to move forward with your day and being the best mother and human that you can be. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll be getting into a little bit more ab work in part 2 of this series. So go ahead and join me there. Thank you so much. Have a really, really great day. Goodbye.